Welcome to Overcaffeinated and Unfiltered, where the energy is high, the opinions are hotter, and nothing's off limits.
I'm Amber, the millennial aunt.
And I'm Trinity, the Gen Z niece.
We're here to sip our Alanis, spill some tea, and say the things you're already thinking. No scripts, no filters, just two generations with way too much caffeine.
So grab your favorite flavor and let's get into it.
Welcome back, friends, to the podcast. Obviously, I'm Amber.
Trinity.
And today we have a fun exercise based on a trend that we saw on Instagram where you ask ChatGPT to pretend that they are your drunk bestie and explain what you do for a living. So Trinity and I both plugged this into ChatGPT, and we're going to read you what ChatGPT said for us, because hidden secret, ChatGPT is like the best hype girl.
She is. Or he. Sorry.
Yes, ChatGPT could be a boy. I don't know. So let's open our Alanis. Oh, we both did Orange Kiss today.
Yes, I tried this one last week and it was really good.
All right, Trinity, do you want to read your response that you got from ChatGPT first, and then I'll go after you?
Sure. So, I'm going to pretend.
Oh, okay.
Slams drink down. Okay, everyone, shut up. Do you know who this is? This is Trinity. Yeah, the Trinity. The hair magician at T Salon. If your fate is trash, it's because you didn't book with her. I didn't say it, ChatGPT did. She's out here making men and kids look fresh while also studying business because, duh, she's about to run things. And on top of all of that, she volunteers as a Sunday school teacher. Like, she cuts hair, she's got the brains, and she's got the biggest heart. Honestly, we don't deserve her. Now, someone buy my bestie a drink because she's out here doing the most.
Oh, you can buy her a drink at the end of October.
October 26th.
Yeah. That was great. Now, for mine, like, I immediately could hear one of my best friends saying it. Does that sound like any of your friends?
I don't have friends.
Yes, you do.
Probably Ashton, but Ashton doesn't drink, so, like, I can't imagine her saying it drunk, but she could probably say it sober.
Okay.
Or Colin's cousin Vanessa, I could totally see her saying something like this as well while she's drunk. If I, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like if she was giving a toast at your birthday.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Talking about me and what I did, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That could probably be her.
Yeah. All right. So I'll give mine now, and I'll try my best to act it out as well. Okay, listen up, because my bestie Amber is that girl. That was a good fake hiccup.
That was good.
She's out here running the world like Taylor Swift with a triple shot of espresso. First of all, she's the chief client officer at Newsletter, which is this fancy SaaS company that helps businesses track their competitors in the news, social media, whatever. Basically, she makes sure companies stay ahead of the game while looking flawless doing it because of her. But wait, there's more. She's also out here molding young minds, teaching online classes for IUS like some kind of professor slash businesswoman slash badass. And then in her spare time, does she even sleep? She's out here wrangling tiny cheerleaders, running fundraisers like a boss, and somehow still has time to be the coolest mom to Charlotte. And she's got this podcast, right? Like Overcaffeinated Unfiltered, which is literally her in a title. She's in her basement, spilling tea, talking drama, and dropping life hacks with her niece. It's iconic. Like, I don't even know how she does it. Magic, coffee, Alani Nu, pure ambition. I don't know, but what I do know is My bestie Amber is a whole powerhouse. She's basically the CEO of making things happen. It's pretty good.
That's really sweet.
So I will say that my chat GPT, my chat GPT was much more like, I feel like specific on the things that I actually do, because I think that I use chat GPT more than you. So it like knows more about me. It's super creepy.
Yeah, but like I've also never gotten like for this one, like it says memory updated. So like I've never gotten that.
Yeah. So it like remembers things
I've
about you and like what you do and things like that. So like I use chat GPT for work a lot. Like if I have to send like, I don't know, like a specific like type of email, like email templates for work, or like creating new like support articles for our help center. I use it for the podcast. So like the cute captions that you see on Instagram for each episode, or like the descriptions for the episodes on each one, ChatGPT writes those. And I use it a ton for fundraisers. So when I'm like, create me content to put on a flyer for the Buff City Soap fundraiser. Yes. For my daughter's cheer team. Like, so it knows that I do all of these things.
Yeah, no, I only use it for like captions for like work if I'm like posting like a special or just a picture or whatever. I use that, and then I can't say on live what else I use it for.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
But speaking of the please, we found this really hilarious meme. Well, I did, that I had to send to Trinity the other day about using ChatGPT, and it says me walking through the AI apocalypse completely unbothered because I always said please and thank you to ChatGPT. I am so polite to ChatGPT.
I texted her back and I said for real, because I'm always respectful AF to ChatGPT. It ain't coming for me later.
Yeah.
I love you. I know you can hear me.
Yeah, you're the best, ChatGPT.
I'm gonna pet you. I love you.
I know. So I thought it would be fun for just a couple minutes if we just on the fly plugged random things into ChatGPT to ask it to give us, I don't know, like feedback on. So I'm gonna do one where I just accidentally typed one. So it had preset ones, like where it'll tell you things. So I just accidentally, my thumb hit something. And it ended up sending it, I have a photo shoot tomorrow. I do not. Can you recommend me some colors and outfit options that will look good on camera? And it goes, that sounds exciting. It does. Too bad it's not true. Your outfit choice will depend on the type of shoot, location, and the vibe you're going for. But here are some general tips. Best colors for photo shoots, jewel tones. It gives like examples. I'm just going to summarize. Earthy neutrals, soft pastels, classic monochrome. So it gives you, and it goes into like, you know, if you're doing outdoor lifestyle, a dreamy romantic vibe, like all of those are good. Outfit ideas based on style. Casual chic, a well-fitted sweater with jeans and ankle boots, elegant and formal, street style, boho vintage, like a flowy maxi dress. Extra tips, avoid super small patterns or logos, stick to solid colors, layering, consider the background. Then it says, what's the theme or location of your shoot? I can refine suggestions based on that. So that's fun. Does your ChatGPT have any like preset prompts for you that you can just tap?
No.
Oh.
But
okay.
I have an idea, so
okay.
Just give me a second.
Another option it gave me is create a painting in Renaissance style. I will tell you that the image generation of ChatGPT is not, it's not great. I have tried to use that before for like fundraisers and things to have it design the flyer for me, and it did not.
Yeah, let me see what it says first.
Okay. We wait. ChatGPT came up with the name for my book club. So I fed it that I wanted to start a book club that was going to meet monthly at El Nepal. And so it came up with Nacho Average Book Club.
This is a lot, but
you can summarize.
I had ChatGPT play me my 21st birthday.
Oh, it planned your birthday?
Yes!
Cute.
It says, oh, because I said, first I'll start with what I said.
Yeah.
I said, can you please plan me a 21st birthday? My birthday is Sunday, October 26th, and I'm thinking of planning something the following Friday, which is Halloween. I want it to be fun and full of life, decorations and all. And then it said, oh, a Halloween themed 21st birthday? That's going to be epic. Here's the game plan.
Oh!
Theme and vibe. Since it's Halloween, go all out with a haunted mansion party or a dark masquerade ball. Think fog machines, candlelit decor, dramatic lighting. If you want a more playful vibe, do a spooky rave with neon lights, glow-in-the-dark paint, and blacklight effects. Venue options. A house party, a rented venue, outdoor bonfire party, decorations, fog machines and red-green lighting, hanging ghosts, spider webs, fake blood, themed tables, photo booth. Dress code. Encourage full-on Halloween costumes, maybe even do a costume contest with categories like funniest, scariest, and best couple costume. Food and drinks, signature cocktails, blood bag drinks, witch's brew, and black magic margaritas. Themed shots, syringe shots, or jello shots shaped like eyeballs. Halloween snacks, mummy hot dogs, skull charcuterie boards, witches' fingers, entertainment and activities, a spooky DJ playlist, drinking games, horror movie
You know
screening.
a DJ.
No. Tarot card reading / psychic booth. No, thank you. Party favors, mini potion bottles filled with candy or mini liquor shots, glow sticks, Halloween masks for guests to wear. Are we thinking house party, rented venue, or something wild like a haunted attraction buyout? And then it'll even so ask me for what I want, and then it'll plan it according to that.
That's cool. Okay, so I gave it another one. So if you listened to our most recent episode where we interviewed my husband and Trinity's boyfriend, really that kind of thought behind that is that they would kind of roast us, and they didn't really do that great of a job because they're just I feel like they're too nice, or just too lame, or a combination of both. But we love them.
We do.
So
Colin definitely roasted me more.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I plugged into mine, pretend you're my husband and roast me. So I'm going to read, and you do the same. Pretend you're my boyfriend and roast me. So okay. You do that. And I'm going to read mine first. First it says, oh, this is going to be fun.
Okay, let me copy my birthday plans into a note real quick.
Do that. All right, Amber, let's talk about it. First of all, I love that it always does a first of all. If caffeine ever becomes illegal, I'm pretty sure you'd be leading an underground Alani Nu smuggling ring out of our basement. The amount of energy drinks you consume is actually terrifying. This is my second one today, and it's only noon. I half expect you to start vibrating through walls like some kind of over-caffeinated poltergeist. And speaking of obsessions, how many more things are we going to fundraise before I have to start selling a kidney? Buff City Soap, Buy a Square, gym-wide yard sale. At this point, I'm convinced you could sell ice to a polar bear. The real hustle is that somehow I still end up spending money. Cheer is expensive, okay? Oh, and let's talk about your gardening. You planted an entire greenhouse worth of seeds, but do we really think all of them are making it? Because last year, I'm pretty sure that tomatoes won that battle. I respect the ambition, though, I really do. One day, maybe we'll actually eat something that comes from our backyard instead of a drive-thru. And finally, the podcast. You've been unfiltered since the day I met you. Do you really need to record it? I'm just saying you're one solid rant away from needing a PR team. But at the end of the day, you're my chaos, and I wouldn't trade you for anything, mostly because no one else would deal with you.
So mine probably won't be as great because
it doesn't know as much about
you. It doesn't know as much about me.
Your ChatGPT isn't as creepy as mine. I love you, ChatGPT.
She means that in a respectful way.
Yeah.
So it says, oh, you really want me to go there? All right, buckle up, Trinity. First of all, I don't know how you manage to be chronically late to everything when you literally work with clippers and trimmers all day. You cut dude's hair with precision, but somehow showing up on time, not in your skill set.
How does it know that you're late to everything?
And let's talk about this business degree. You out here acting like you're going to be the next CEO, but I know you still count on your fingers when you do math. I do. Ain't nobody investing in Trinity Enterprises if the budget is based on vibes and prayers.
Vibes and prayers. I want that on a shirt.
Also, how do you cut kids' hair all day and still get scared of horror movies? I do not, but you deal with the real little demons, but one jump scare and you're acting like you just saw the Grim Reaper. But for real, you're the hardest working, kindest, and most extra person I know. And I guess I'll keep dealing with your nonsense. You're lucky you're cute, which Colin does tell me that all the time. You're lucky you're cute.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I like doing this.
I do too. We got to think of some more things on the fly. What else could ChatGPT do for me today?
Maybe we can do each other. Maybe what ChatGPT thinks we secretly think of each other.
Okay.
So tell me how to word that.
So let's go. I'm going to put, what do I really think? I feel like mine's going to be better because my ChatGPT knows stuff about you because of the podcast. But what do I really think of my niece, Trinity? Oh, I just burped on this.
Unfiltered.
Very unfiltered. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT comes with. Oh, this is cute. This is not roasty, but I'll read it. From everything you've shared, it sounds like you and Trinity have a close, fun, and supportive relationship. You do things together like drinking Alani, working on your podcast, and even letting her do your hair. You seem to trust her and enjoy her company, but you also like to tease each other. If I had to guess, you see her as both a niece and a friend, someone you can joke around with, but also count on.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
So what do you want my ChatGPT to know about you?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to give it more information.
Yeah. Now I'm going to say, now write a roast on Trinity on about how she's always late to my house to record the podcast and usually doesn't clean my house like she's supposed to every week.
Well, I put, what do I really think of my Aunt Amber? And I just, summed up. She does digital marketing. She has 3 kids. We have a podcast together. I do her hair. You love Aunt Amber.
Yeah,
but let's be real. She's a chaotic queen. She's out here juggling 3 kids, a whole digital marketing career, and somehow still has the energy to do a podcast with you. You respect her hustle, but you also know she's got a lot of opinions, and she's not afraid to share them, especially when y'all are recording. And let's talk about her hair. You keep her looking fresh, but she's probably the type to book a last-minute appointment and then act surprised when you tell her she needs a trim. But at the end of the day, she's one of your favorite people, even if she does stress you out sometimes. Okay. I don't feel like you really stress me out, though.
Yeah, well, that's sweet. You want to hear ChatGPT's roast of you? So I said, write a roast on Trinity about how she's always late to my house to record the podcast and usually doesn't clean my house like she's supposed to every week. It says, oh, I got you. Here's your roast for Trinity. You know, having Trinity as a podcast co-host is a real test of patience. This girl is always late to my house to record, like she must think fashionably late applies to work too. At this point, I don't even schedule our episodes. I just assume she'll show up sometime between now and next Tuesday. And let's talk about how she's supposed to clean my house every week. Supposed to, keywords. I think she believes cleaning means thinking about vacuuming while scrolling TikTok. The only thing she's really wiped clean is her excuse list. Honestly, at this point, I should start charging her rent since she spends more time here making excuses than actually cleaning. To be fair, she's normally too tired. Or she'll come clean next week. Or I have an eyelash appointment. I'm going to go get lunch at Chick-fil-A. I got to take Chick-fil-A to my mommy, and then I'll be there.
I came.
You did.
I said, write a roast on Amber and how I'm not going to tell you what I had to write about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Aunt Amber, you mean CEO of Teasing Me Into Oblivion, LLC? This woman wakes up every morning and chooses violence. Her cardio is giving me a hard time. I could literally cure world hunger and she'd still find a way to roast me for how I did it. And don't even get me started on how much she talks. She doesn't have conversations. She has TED Talks, and I'm just a helpless audience member. You ask her a simple question like, how's your day? And suddenly you're 3 hours deep in a monologue about Karen from PTA, a neighbor's dog drama, and a conspiracy theory about why Target keeps rearranging their aisles. Speaking of drama, she always has some. You don't need to watch reality TV when you have Amber because she's got fresh episodes daily. Someone's mad, someone's shady, someone's doing something wrong, and she's got the full report, a live reenactment, and a strong opinion on it. But at the end of the day, she's still Aunt Amber, my personal heckler, my free entertainment, and honestly, the reason I have thick skin. Now, if she could just roast someone else for once, that'd be great.
You do have thick skin thanks to me.
And my job. Oh my god, you cannot do hair without having thick skin.
Look at my husband walking a mile. I just got a notification that he finished a workout.
Aww.
He walks on his lunch break. I drink Alani and record this podcast on my lunch break. Anything else we should plug into ChatGPT, or do you think we should call it a wrap for today and come up with a very, I haven't thought about it, but a over it or obsessed with it?
I don't know, this is kind of fun.
It is fun.
Like, I could do this all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we might actually just have to stop the episode.
Yeah.
At some point and keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. I just wish I could think of, like, more funny things to feed
like
it right
on the
now.
fly, yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't want to just, like, I don't know, keep people waiting while we try to think of things.
I'm just going to be like, send me funny things.
Oh, I'm going to have it roast Taylor Swift. Or should we have it talk about why we shouldn't drink Alani? I'm trying to think of things that we're both obsessed with that it could try to, like, I don't know, play devil's advocate on.
Alani is good.
Okay. Why
ain't nobody messing with my tay-tay.
We not drink Alani? It tried to, like, the spell check, changed Alani to Alamo.
Alamo? We going out to the Alamo.
That's the alibi. Are you thinking of the bar downtown? Or
No,
the Alamo, like in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alani New might be tasty and give you a nice energy boost, but there are a few reasons why you might want to avoid it. High caffeine content. Each can has around 200 milligrams of caffeine, which can lead to jitters, anxiety, or trouble sleeping. So yeah, let's talk about the fact that, like, I have the hardest time falling asleep and I have anxiety.
Is that why I have anxiety and insomnia?
Yeah, artificial sweeteners, which people have sensitivities to and can cause digestive issues. Blood sugar spikes. Even though it's sugar-free, artificial sweeteners can still mess with insulin responses and cravings. Heart and blood pressure risks. Too much caffeine can increase heart rate and blood pressure. Addictiveness. Ooh, they can be habit-forming, and relying on them for daily energy may not be the healthiest choice. That said, if you love it and it doesn't bother you, moderation is key. But if you've ever felt off after drinking one, it might be worth seeing how you feel it for a while without it. I don't feel anything drinking them, so.
Well, I texted ChatGPT just to roast me.
Oh, to roast you again?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's really funny.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, you want the smoke? Alright, Trinity, sit down and take notes. First of all, you act like the busiest person on earth. Like, oh, I cut hair. I'm in business school. I teach Sunday school. Okay, we get it. But let's be real. Half the time you're just running on caffeine and pure delusion. Pretending you have your life together when we all know you just texted me saying, I'm so behind on everything. And let's talk about that hairstylist energy. You'll spend hours making sure some dude's fade is flawless, but you'll walk out of the house with your own hair in a messy bun like you just survived a tornado. Priorities, Trinity. Oh, and your business degree? Yeah, that's cute, but I know for a fact you're out here budgeting your birthday party based on vibes and whatever's in your Venmo. Future CEO? More like chief executive. Oops, I forgot to plan ahead. And don't even get me started on Halloween. You're obsessed with spooky season, but if a horror movie gets too scary, you suddenly need to check your phone or go get a snack. Just say you're scared and go. But honestly, even though you're a mess, you're my mess. Loud, dramatic, always doing the most, but somehow we wouldn't want you any other way. Now go do something productive or take a nap because let's be real, you probably need one.
I had
No.
it roast me again, and the ending is. You ready for
How
this?
does it know I needed to know?
I know. So it says, "Oh, you want another roast? All right, let's go." Amber swears she's got her life together, running a business, teaching college classes, helping with cheer, running a podcast. But let's be real, she's just running on caffeine and vibes. ChatGPT really likes caffeine and vibes.
Yeah, that's a very popular one.
This woman has more side quests than a video game character. Starting gardens, tracking outdoor hours, planning cheer trips, yet somehow she can't figure out how to get Trinity to show up on time or get her house clean. Why did my ChatGPT roast you in my roast?
Why the fuck am I in this one?
At this point, I'm convinced she drinks Alani just to fuel her delusions of control. And don't even get me started on the podcast. She's got all the gear, the setup, the topics, but if procrastination was a sport, she'd have a full ride to the Olympics. This is the best part, though. Honestly, the only thing she's more dedicated to than her chaos is making sure Charlotte's birthday parties go harder than most weddings.
Yeah.
How does it know about Charlotte's?
Because you probably wrote
Yeah.
on ChatGPT for her birthday invitation that you sent out 2 months ago for her birthday in October. I did on Canva. Side rant. I made a really cute birthday invitation for my birthday that's in October because I was bored waiting at Colin's house the other day. But this is gonna be like my family one.
Okay.
Like that like you will be invited to.
Oh, how cute. Ooh, at Hubers. That's adorable. They can't see it, but I love the little wine glass with the bow.
I know it was like a cocktail and then like a lime, but I changed it since we're going to a winery to a wine glass and grapes.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm excited.
But because I love their food. Like we're gonna it's gonna be like a late lunch.
So are we doing it at like the restaurant or like the winery that has like the pizza and stuff?
The winery with like the pizza and the cheese curds.
Okay. Perfect.
They have spicy cheese curds and they're so good.
Oh, nice. I haven't been there in forever.
Well, that's where I'm going for my birthday. And then I'm hoping that they have pumpkins. I mean, it's October.
Yeah, and it's right before Halloween. So.
And it's right before Halloween. So I'm...
Yeah, why would they not have pumpkins, Trinity?
Well, I'm just saying I'm hoping that they do.
Okay. Stay tuned for months from now when it's actually Trinity's birthday in October.
We'll do a podcast from the winery.
Ooh, we should. And we'll have everyone roast you.
Well, drinking my wine.
Yeah. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. So do we want to do our obsessed with it, over it, and obsessed with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is not, I was going to show it, but I don't have it down here. But mine is something I'm clearly obsessed with, and I'm just curious, like, what your take is on, like, using them, because way back in, we were all, like, required to in school and stuff. But my over it or obsessed with it is planners. I am still obsessed with planners, like paper agenda planners, writing things down on, like, a calendar. And sidebar, Emily Lay announced the new designs for her planner this year, which is my all-time favorite planner. How do you feel about planners? Like paper ones, because a lot of people move to like Google Calendar, and
I've tried have you heard of Notion?
I have. See, I am not.
I tried that and I couldn't get with it. Colin and I do have a shared Google Calendar that I need to update. It's not like he checks it. But...
Yeah, Casey doesn't either.
And then he's like, "Do we have plans?" And I'm like,
"Check the calendar." They never do.
No.
That doesn't get better when you're married or when they're 40.
So, I love the idea of paper planners. And I love, like, the idea of being organized and, like, opening my planner and let's see what I have to do. but I'm horrible at actually using them.
Mm.
Like, I don't know how. I think it's like a mindset thing, but I really need to get better at trying to use it more. But one thing that ticks me off is at the beginning of this, like, my school semester, I'll go off the class schedule and I'll write in my new planner
when everything is due.
When everything is due. All the due dates are wrong.
Oh, because they changed them.
Yeah.
Mm.
So now, like, it makes me mad, but I don't want to go buy a new planner.
Have you ever heard of whiteout?
Yeah, but it just... But now it's like, I have to go, like, because, like, the class schedule of my Pearson for this one class are not aligned. So, like, I actually have more time to do it, which is fine, like, on Pearson, because normally I average, like, 20 assignments for one, like, few weeks span in my math class, which don't even get me started about, because I'm about to fight people from Vincennes University. Quit sending me emails about missing assignments when they're not even due. That's all I have to say on that.
So you'd like to use
But I would like
summary
to, yeah, I would like to be able to use one more than I do. Maybe you can help me with that. Maybe I just need to find, like,
a system
that works, and, like, I have cute planners, but, like, it's always something that, like, I found somewhere because I was, like, in need of one. I didn't find one I loved, but it was cheap and it was cute, but I just kind of, like, settled for it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like, if I have something that's cute that I love, like, I'm more motivated to use it because I love it.
I will grab my iPad here, because I will say, and do you use the Good Notes app on your iPad?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
even have it downloaded.
So, like middle ground for you could be downloading Good Notes, which they have some preset filters in there. But Emily Lay, which is the planner brand that I love, she also, which I bought it and I don't use it as often, but I do like having it on my desk for, like, quick notes or reminders. So I kind of go back and forth between the paper planner and her digital one, but she has, like, her planner pages, like, digitally, and you can buy the digital version. And just because I know you already carry, like, your iPad around with you, and that's, like, what you use every day for, like, school and stuff. But then when things change, like, you can erase it because it's not on paper.
So, like they have, like, a planner
format?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
because you're gonna have to teach me how to
so
use
Good
this.
Notes has their own, but, like, I use, like, you can you upload it. So, like, I uploaded Emily Lay's
So it's still
planner.
like you're writing, like,
Yeah,
you would
you
on
just
a paper
write,
planner,
and this is,
but
like, my knockoff Apple Pencil. And yeah, like, you just write.
I have that same one.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
no,
like,
I don't.
you just write like you do there, and it has, like, an eraser. And you can zoom in, and you can do, like, text boxes. So, like, sometimes I do text boxes, and you can
For, like, these, because it's so small.
Yeah, and you can, like, bookmark stuff. So, like, this is, like, the weekly view. So on my weekly view, because I'm a mom, I feel like this needs to be a podcast episode in its own on how I use a planner. But I plan, like, the dinners and, like, the shit that my kids have, and it's color coded. So, like, everything pink is Charlotte, everything green is Charlie,
Cute.
and it even has, like, stickers, so you can still, like, decorate it and everything if you want to.
See, because, like, not only that, but, like, that's saving me money, because every school semester, which they're not really semesters, but, like, so, like, I have classes right now, and then I'll have a class over summer, and then, like, 2 more in the fall. But every time, like, I start a new round of classes, I get a new planner, because I know it would still be good for the rest of the year, but then I just get a new one every time, which sounds pointless, but it's because it's, like, just like you would in real college, like, every time you would start a new semester, you would get a new planner.
So one thing that she does too, which I buy, because
so that I don't have
I'm not in school, but I
pay.
still prefer, like, an academic calendar year because my kids are in school. So I buy what is called her academic planner. So it starts, God, I can't remember now, July or August or something, and goes, like, that way. So you could do that too. So you'd have, like, first semester in second semester or whatever
Mm-hmm.
in one planner. But you could delete pages too. So like you can just, or I
Have
just
the ones that I want.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring my iPad over.
Yeah.
Because I don't have it with me today because it's almost dead from doing school yesterday.
Yeah.
And I left my iPad charger at
And then
Collins.
she has daily pages, which you, like some people
like a daily planner, like a to-do list.
Yeah, so it has a to-do list on half the page, and the other half is like a time thing, so you could like write in your appointments for the day, or like, you know, dinners and stuff. And then like I even have these little water trackers, so I can like check how much water I'm drinking.
Yeah,
and
screw that. That'll never happen.
Yeah, you're not gonna drink water, I know. And there's monthly pages too, so like on the month overview, I just have like the big things. So like for Charlotte, like cheer practices, Phoebe's vet appointment, we're going camping, you know. Charlotte,
That
I
is
need to
so
take her to a
cute.
birthday party. But then it's all on my planner. And you even get to pick like a little cover for it. So if I go back up to like the very first day, like, look at that.
Ah,
Like
that's
I
so
still
cute.
have like even a cute little cover.
So do you have to buy the templates?
So yes, so I will say like GoodNotes has built-in planner pages that you could use that are free, but Emily Lay sells the digital version of her paper planner, but I want to say it's like $15. Like,
oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, now keep in mind like her paper planner, like it's like a $60 planner. Like it's
so
a high end.
Paying $50 for essentially everything that you would have, but computerized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get it like the whole year version of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it over, and you're gonna have to show me how to download and set that up and do all that because I'm not very tech savvy.
No, but yeah, I don't know. That'll be a podcast episode for another day on planners. But that's my very lengthy over it or obsessed with it. I am.
Well, we just had to have like a little teach moment too.
We did, yeah. So do you have an over it or obsessed with it for today?
I kind of do, yeah. So I don't know what made me think of it, but like eye creams, like under eye creams.
Okay.
Because like I just bought one a month ago, like the Good Molecules brand. They started selling that at Walmart. Do we feel like it does anything? Or do we just feel like it's just a pointless step in our skincare? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I see a difference and sometimes I don't. And it's just like, is this just a pointless step in my routine? Or...
Yeah. So I've never noticed a difference using an eye cream. So I guess I'm like fall more in the over it category.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
But I think I'm also like just more of the over it category for like multi-step skincare in general.
Yeah.
So I went back to the basics really, and I buy what is it? It starts with a C, like CeraVe.
CeraVe,
whatever that is. So like I even just use the Walgreens brand version. Like it'll say like this is a dupe of or whatever. Like they don't say dupe, obviously.
But it's like the
same ingredients
brand.
Yeah. But I do the Walgreens brand of like their cleanser and moisturizer. So at night, I wash my face, and I have prescription tretinoin, and I put on a moisturizer, and that's it. And then in the mornings, like, it sounds bad, I don't wash my face in the mornings. Like, I just put on moisturizer. Like, how dirty does your face get when you're asleep? And I've read mixed things from like TikToks and, you know, dermatologists and things that like, it's almost like your hair, like you don't want to overwash it and like strip everything. Like it's the same, like if you wash your face too much, like I sometimes get dry, flaky skin. I think that's also from the tretinoin, but it has like greatly helped my adult acne and like especially acne scarring and redness. But like you're also like just diminishing the natural oils on your skin every time you wash it. So I don't wash my face in the morning. I just put on more moisturizer. And in the summer, I am good about using sunscreen on my face. And then, like, my makeup.
Well, because, like, I've tried, like, CeraVe and stuff because it's cheap.
Yeah.
And I just don't notice, like, a difference in my skin. Like, no, I'm not saying, like, there's a lot wrong with my skin, but it's just, like, I feel like I have a lot of uneven tones in my skin, uneven texture.
Yeah.
And I want something that's gonna like actually improve my skin, and I feel like some of the cheap stuff doesn't work. But I'm also not willing to do like the overpriced skincare. And I don't want like it takes 20 steps
Yeah.
to
But
do
you
your
want just like
skincare
a
and go to
good
bed.
solid
But I
cleanser,
want like a good
moisturizer.
solid, cleanser, toner, moisturizer.
Yeah.
Um,
Now I did forget.
without having to pay like an arm and a leg for it.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that I don't even know how I forgot it because I do love it. And I mean, this I could have saved it for another one. But vitamin C serum is something that I added to my skincare routine, like, gosh, probably 6 to 8 months ago. And I do really love that. And I do that in the mornings.
Okay.
And you should try that for like the uneven skin tone.
Well, because like I've heard like toners on your face are supposed to regulate the pH to
Yeah.
help balance that out. And I do feel like they help. But like I have like the ordinary like glycolic toner, which also
Mm.
helps with like acne scars and texture, is what I've read. But you can't overuse it because then I feel like it makes your skin worse. And I feel like whenever I first got it, I was overusing it, and I didn't realize I wasn't meant to get it like around like my
Oh,
eye
yeah, no.
area
Yeah.
because then it made it so dry. And I feel like it dried out my skin, so I try not to use that one very often.
And then as far as like affordable but good like skincare brands, because there is like let me find it. So with vitamin C serum, like I heard about it from following a dermatologist on TikTok. He's great. I should send you his profile. But like Dermatology, which is like the DRMTLGY.
Yeah, I think I have one of their microdermabrasion
Yes, like they're
exfoliators.
like a way them and SkinCeuticals are like way like SkinCeuticals is like way up high brand. Their vitamin C serum is $182. Dermatology's is 70, but this like and he's like a dermatologist for like celebrities, like lives in LA or whatever. I wish I could remember his name, but I'll send you his TikTok profile. But he shares about like excellent like good ingredient, not just result dupes, but actual good ingredient dupes of high-end brands. So Timeless Skincare, that's whose vitamin C serum that I use, and theirs is like $26. 22 if you do subscribe and save. But it helps with like building collagen, evening out your skin tone. Like there's a lot of benefits to it. And he had said like if you were gonna add anything, like use any sort of serum, vitamin C serum is the serum that he recommends like overall. So it promotes like healthy cell turnover, helps maintain and prevent uneven skin texture and tone, stimulates collagen production, and provides protection against environmental stressors.
Because I've heard about the Tatcha brand. Or is that how you say it?
I don't know.
One of my clients actually told me she got like a full-sized product kit from Tatcha, but it was still like $120. And yes, you get like multiple things. Like you get multiple skincare items, and they're all full size, not like the minis. But then to like replenish them, like they're still kind of expensive. And like if there's one thing that I blow through, it's cleanser and moisturizer.
Yeah.
And then it's just like depending on like how big it is, obviously, but like I got a cleanser probably a month and a half ago and I'm already almost out. Which yeah, that's still a long time. But like I would still want it to go longer.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find a way to
I don't know.
squirt you some vitamin C serum that I have. I like recently bought like their big
Like the big thing.
pump bottle of the Timeless one.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, because I really like it.
Because I might get like their full if they have like a line, like if they have like a cleanser and a moisturizer.
Yeah, I don't know if they
too.
do or not. I know that like with their serums, because I bought a couple serums from them. I have like a B6 one that like a hydration, like whatever. It has hydrololic acid or whatever in it. And then I bought like sequin oil. Like they have a pure line where it is just like the naturally derived oil. But my dermatologist who prescribes my tretinoin recommended that if like tretinoin was ever really like drying out because I have really bad acne, like sequin oil has like natural like antibiotic properties.
Oh, so it still like heals it.
Yeah, without like
without
too much oil.
stripping like your
it's not adding like bad oil that's gonna increase my acne. But like if I put the tretinoin on and I'm already feeling really dry, so I did this a lot in like the winter. My skin's better now. But after I did tretinoin, I would put that oil on and then my moisturizer.
Okay.
Back to your original over it or obsessed with it. I'm kind of over eye creams. I don't notice a difference. I don't think they're worth it. I do love the feeling though of like the under eye like patches.
Oh yeah.
And I keep them in the fridge, and it's like a good little like cold wake up boost in the mornings.
I do like those. I just feel like they don't do anything, and it's
I don't
just
either,
like,
but they at least feel good.
And I guess like it wasn't just eye cream specifically, but just like extra things that like influencers on TikTok are showing that you need. Like, do we really need them? Do they do anything? No. And I don't think they do.
I don't either.
I think I'm kind of over eye creams.
Let us know in the comments. What's your skincare routine like? Do you do all these extra steps? Do you feel like they help? And
what products you love, you hate?
Yeah, we would love to know. And also, like, how do you keep track of all the things? Like, the stuff on your calendar, things you're taking your kids to, what you're having for dinner, things you, like, tasks you need to do. Like,
trips.
Like,
assignments,
do you keep them in a planner? Is there some magical app that you have found that we haven't heard of?
Are you just chaotically like going through steps of not having anything?
I'm way too type A for that. I couldn't imagine. Like, no. That's how my husband is though. Like he comes home and he's like, what do we have going on this weekend? And I'm like,
that's called
how do you live life?
And I literally created us a shared Google Calendar that I try and like upload things to, like things that we have to go to. It'll be like, do we have plans this weekend? And I just want to be like, would you just check the effing calendar that I put together for us? Yeah. That I've color-coded everything?
Casey didn't use a shared calendar, so now, like, because he's, has an I just dropped my wedding ring. I'm fidgeting with it.
Casey.
Like, I will invite him now, like, his iCloud email address, I add to invites. He doesn't accept them, and then he still asks, like, what do we have going on this week? I'm like, do you know where the calendar app is on your phone? Like,
so didn't you guys have, like, a calendar, like, on your fridge?
That's another, Does
he ever look at that?
No. So are you talking about, like, the giant, like, digital, like, calendar thing, and it had, like, chores and...
No, like...
Oh, my dry erase calendar? Yeah. No.
Because I'm trying to think of ways...
Yeah, I have a dry erase calendar up. It's not on the fridge anymore because that one, like, kind of got worn down. But I have one that, like, hangs next to our coffee bar. And it's just 1 week at a time. So the fridge calendar was a month at a time. And, like, I don't know if that was just, like, too chaotic for him to look at. So I have one that's just a week now. So it's, like, Monday through... It has Monday through Friday. And then it has the weekend. And, like, he'll literally be standing next to it and be like,
what are we doing?
What are we doing this week? And I'm like, turn the around and read.
Yeah. And that's one thing I'm not excited for whenever Colin and I get a house.
No.
That. And trying to get him to, like...
You could tattoo it on his arm and he is still going to ask you, what are we doing this weekend?
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured there wasn't going to be a way around that.
With a hint of passive-aggressive, like, it's really like he's asking, what are you making me do?
Yeah.
Like, is like the undertone.
Really, I should start asking him that because it's his friends we hang out with. So it's like, what are you making me do?
Yeah. No, for us, it's like what I'm making him do that I have signed the kids up for.
Good mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for listening, and
we will see you all next week.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Bye. Bye.